Pisces, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There's always an extended reading, which I invite you to join along in. Those links are down below. It's an extension of the message, and it provides deeper details. So I hope you join me for that. Or you can join the Unbound membership. Check that out under channel memberships, and you can get full access, unlimited access to all the extendeds, plus all the other goodies that come along with membership. So I hope to see you there. I create a new video every single week. Pisces comes out every single Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific time over here on the West Coast. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. I also go live daily to provide a daily tarot card reading over on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above, and I hope you guys will join me for that. Pisces, I'm going to start off with the astrology. The astrology, of course, is time sensitive, and it will definitely marks the area of impact when all this energy sets off. But ultimately, whenever this message reaches you is the perfect time. It reaches you, energy travels in waves, so sometimes it takes a while for the wave to reach you. But I promise you that you're getting this message when you were meant to hear it. So the astrology for this week is really proactive for you because there's a lot of sextiles to Neptune. Neptune is in a position where it is sort of a driving force, or definitely sort of the motivational or catalyst, I was going to say catalytic, catalyst factor. It is sextile to Pluto. Basically all week long, and for a while I think it's been that way. So we start off at the beginning of the week with Neptune and Mars conjunct. Now this can be an extremely wonderful time, but it can also be something that makes you more vulnerable because it intensifies all your emotions. Very romantic and very sexual time. This is definitely a time that you're going to want to be very social, but watch out because you're also more vulnerable to any injuries that come from being hypersexual. So that could be STDs or anything like that. So watch out. But also know you have this power and you have this energy that if you use it correctly is exceptional for healing. And as we move on through the week, so we start out with this conjunction between Neptune and Mars, sextile to Pluto, and then Mars moves on. And by the end of the week, Mars is going to end up in Aries, back home. So that's pretty awesome energy for that. But let's focus on Neptune. So Neptune is still sextile Pluto. And what does that mean? That means that there is a level of intensity to your, oh my God, I mean, your creativeness is just off the hook, but it's almost a focused creativeness in that you want to change the world or use your creative powers to change, especially maybe things that are, think Neptune, Mars, revolving around sex or sexuality or gender. So those issues can take on a broader and more meaningful intensity for you now, including your own, of course, especially, but even branching out socially. This is I want to change, but I'm making change through the power of my creations, through the power of imagination, through the power of illusion. So things like film or music or expression, but using it as a conduit for change, especially maybe change around different kinds of things like I don't know, stigmatized populations, stigmatized populations, stigmatized diseases, all of those things, because Neptune deals with healing as well, are going to be become very important to you now. And because there's also a sextile for most of this week to the sun, you're going to really, this is going to take on a real shining purpose. This is going to be all your momentum. This is almost going to be in some ways how you're identifying yourself right now. So there's a lot of aspects that you're being proactive on regarding healing, something that has to do with your identity, how you identify, not even just in gender, how you identify in the world, but also how in some ways you want to inspire the world to change, to be more open and broad and accepting, probably because of experiences that you've gone through. I believe there's also a trine to the South Node for Neptune throughout this week. So ultimately, what does that mean is like confronting where we have to move on from, right? Becoming very comfortable with those aspects of yourself that are easier. That you've already been through, that you've already gone through, all the stuff that you've already learned, becoming very comfortable with what you've already learned and how far you've already come. And so you're ready for something more. You're ready to move forward and exact change, create change. Not only in your world, but the rest of the world. And your creativity is going to be off the hook. I'm sure that you're getting lots of dreams right now that are inspiring you, that you can remember, and that might help to direct you. You might actually figure stuff out in dreams right now and be able to then manifest them into some sort of creative project that helps you communicate your feelings, your emotions, as well as your beliefs and your ethics. So let's get into the cards. Pisces. A rebirth is assured, and be at home. Be at home is in reverse. This is you not feeling at home. It doesn't mean that you didn't come from a loving home. It could have to do with some issues regarding a mother figure. Maybe feeling neglected or not cared for. Maybe feeling like you were born in a place where you didn't really belong, or feeling like maybe even a maternal figure or paternal figure, parental figures didn't have it really together, or that the house that you were born into, somehow you didn't fit in. Why are these coming up now? Because this is all part of your healing process. This is all part of what is directing you to become who you are becoming, who you want to become. All of this would be coming up. This could also mean that you could have just moved away from home, or felt like this is in the past, but it's not so far back that it may be your childhood. This has got something to do with what you've confronted recently, or not just right now, but like it could even be literally you moved. But this is Cancerian energy. It's got everything to do with the fourth house. Let's flip this over. And then we have this, a rebirth is assured. So it's like you're being reborn, because where you were born into, you didn't fit. But you finally made peace with that South Node entry place. That's where your soul entered the world, where things were clear for you. Or where you were meant to learn your early lessons. But ultimately, there's something here. A rebirth is assured. Be at home, but in reverse, love is all around. Love is certainly all around. That's coming in central energy. And central energy certainly is going to be the sun later on this week, is going into Gemini. So lots of friendship, lots of room for friendship this week. Tremendous energy toward wanting to be social, being heard, speaking, but also sharing music, singing, maybe performing out loud this week. It's recommended if you're not doing it, but it's going to help you express yourself. But you can't express yourself bluntly. Music is a way that you could express yourself. You could express yourself through art, speaking, talking, performing. Something like that is highly recommended, especially when the sun, which will be sextile to Neptune, later on this week. Take this weekend to go out, I don't know, do karaoke or do a 5-minute, open mic night or something like that. Like, get out there. This is a great time to perform. And maybe some of you are already performing, but it's got to do with some sort of change, some sort of shift, inspiration from being uncomfortable and not feeling like you belong, but now you're ready to share that so that other people can share in the wisdom that you've gained from it. And then we have a rebirth is assured, which is this is when you're reborn. This is when you're born into the body, into the place that you want to be. This is also ending pain, ending suffering, and finally getting over something. Not because it didn't matter to you, but because you finally learned the lesson from it and you don't have to sit with it anymore. This is Scorpionic energy. This is also coming out of your shell, sharing yourself with people, letting people see you. making something known, but definitely in a safe space. Surrounded by people that you love. This could be surrounded by friends or people who are friendly with you because they have similar points of view or do similar things. So I feel like you're going to be surrounded by friends or being very social this week, and that's going to really work into helping you sort of share more of yourself. We have magic works through you. This is Cancerian energy. It's about transformation. It's about walking between two worlds. This is definitely a rebirth as assured. You're coming through this Cancerian. I don't know. Jesus. This is really strong fourth house energy, but this is almost like a different kind of fourth house. Magic works through you. Yeah, it's you. It's you the one making the magic. You're the one working all this. You're sharing something. This week, especially this weekend, you're really sharing something. Sharing as in sharing huge aspects of you, speaking out loud, sharing yourself publicly, to heal, to transform. Magic works through you is all about you're the one that is generating this energy. And then we have surrender. We have surrender now, moth spirit, but in the future, this is about, I heard this, never giving up, refusing to surrender, refusing to give in, refusing to go along with the flow. This is something that you really intend to, you see that there's an issue because this is Sagittarius energy. So your overview perspective is you see that there are so many applications for this. You see this, you are going to share in many different ways. There's a bigger picture here, and I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to give up. Yeah, you're never going to give up. This is also maybe about people being attracted to you, being able to really draw people in. But this is coming out in the future. I just feel like there's something about this you're not going to give up on. Okay, we need to be a little bit more specific for Pisces, please. Okay. So what do we got? This is also in reverse. So you didn't belong somewhere, you didn't fit in somewhere, or maybe you even got some like DNA testing that proved that you didn't come from where you came from. So it's almost like a disorientation in a way. This sense of not being able to communicate or being disconnected from, or having to disconnect yourself from. Atlantis usually means just really ingenuitive energy, but this is an ingenuitive energy. It's in reverse. So I feel like you were searching for something and you weren't able to find it. I don't know if you were doing like 23andMe or DNA shit. I don't know if, but it's something like that. You were searching for yourself. You were searching for where you belonged. You were searching for where you came from, or at least the missing pieces. And then we have this. You're going to reap the benefits. You're going to get some answers. You're going to see some movement. You're going to see some progress. This is harvest time. This is also having so much now. I feel like you're also giving to others. This could be charity work, or you're doing this to help advance society or speak to society or do something for the better of everybody that you refuse to give up on. And you have a lot to offer in terms of the strength that you've generated. Maybe you're the nurturer here. Arcturian Council. I still don't remember this one. I'll read it to you guys. Then we have Andromeda, which is new. It's almost like you're getting information from new people, or you're starting to take advice or learn wisdoms from people who see the world in a different way. And then you have this Capricornian energy of being up against sort of some challenging energy or some restrictions of, okay, we'll make this make sense to me because it doesn't make sense to me, almost going against somebody with a really fixed mindset. It's not so much stubbornness, but they're so certain of the way that they do things. They're so certain of the way they want things done. Somebody who's always trying to restrict others by the rules. So ultimately, this is a sense of creating new rules. Hold on. I rarely do this, but I rarely do this over here, but I gotta understand. Oh, this is about healing. This is about increasing your apothecary. That the time is up. This is what you need to do. You have to start putting some restrictions on yourself, or else there are going to be foreign bodies that are coming in, or some sort of almost like invasion. Let me talk a little bit more about it. It's time to listen. Your inner alchemist is speaking. If you've been feeling out of balance, perhaps you are sensing separation. This is an illusion. The natural world has everything you need to stay healthy. So this is about health. This is about nurturing yourself. Taking care of yourself, or having somebody take care of you. Maybe you've been missing home or away from home, and you can finally go home to get yourself nurtured. The natural, expand your apothecary to include healing supplies such as homeopathics, herbs, and flower essences. You are being guided to integrate leading edge technology. So you lack technology. Oh, this could have been a loved one that something happened to, they passed away, something, they didn't have the technology to support them. Now you do, because now it's been invented. Okay. Leading and natural therapies to help your magnificent body sustain its metabolic flow. When you use your intuition, it will lead you to exactly what is necessary to remain in good health and live your best life. This is nurturing yourself somehow with food. This is also putting yourself on some sort of a schedule, getting on some sort of don't stay up all night, like TikTok, man. Like, put yourself on some sort of routine schedule, sort of setting boundaries for yourself. What did we talk about in terms of the astrology? This could be very important. Especially since you're so open and vulnerable. You're vulnerable right now to people who might want to take advantage of you, or just push you too far, or take too much from you. So it's really important right now to set healthy boundaries and also prioritize your health. So that's definitely like, wrap it the fuck up. You don't want to be exposed to any kind of STD shit, but it's also like feeling better, putting focus on your health. You haven't been feeling so good, right? And then let's go to Andromeda. Limiting beliefs stand in the way of accepting others who might appear to be different. We talked all about that. What did I say? People who appear to be different and don't fit in. Okay. All right. Okay, let's keep going. The critical mind will trigger fear-based judgment. Perhaps you have felt like an alien at times in your life. Learn to accept yourself as a unique treasure and reach out to others who might also feel estranged. 100%, this is exactly what you're doing. This is your karma. This is karmic. This is setting up good karma for yourself, or headed in that direction. Even building, you might be building some sort of a charity or some sort of momentum or movement. You're building this. This is your contribution to the world, your contribution to society, building out some sort of homeopathic remedies, or taking care of people who have been marginalized in some way. All of this is happening, sort of feeding the needy, giving with all of your heart. That's a wonderful way to use this energy, because healing others in some ways now is helping you to heal yourself, or legitimately it's transcendent. So that's incredible energy, Pisces. Okay, hold on. All right, maybe we'll go here. Oh, God. It's definitely time to take a look at your health. Unconventionality. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. Once again, this is like the underdog, the outcast learning, A, finding other outcasts, and B, learning how to express themselves so that they can encourage and inspire the world and not be ashamed of who they are anymore. So this is really you not only embracing who you are, but being open about it. And then we have unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. So this is something that maybe you've worried about in the not too distant future, of not being able to figure something out, or find the technology that you need, or find where you fit in, find where you belong, always feeling like you're alien. There's a feeling of alienation here, at least something that you relate to. And this is the primary foundation for inspiration right now with you guys. Okay, but what does that mean for other stuff in life? A new start is coming. Oh, and it fell right on all the bullshit and unnecessary worries. You're scared of something. You were worried about something. This could even be with a mother figure. You might have been concerned about a parental figure because you felt like nobody understood them, or nobody was understanding what they were going through, or maybe they didn't understand you, or you were worried that, you know, they have something and you can't diagnose it. This is a new start. This is a new beginning. The answers that you need are definitely coming. That's what a new start is coming. New moon. This may be by the new moon in 2 weeks. That could be a timestamp. Not quite sure. What's the primary conduit for Pisces moving forward? Love, spiritual union, connection with another person. This doesn't just have to be romance, but it is highly romantic. You're going to have a bountifulness of people who want to have sex with you and want to connect with you. You're going to be extremely attractive right now, especially in the beginning of the week where there's that conjunction to Mars. FYI. But there's a new relationship coming into your life. Dude, you know that I'm the first one that doesn't say shit like that. But like, yeah, this is new beginnings. You're starting over. I think you had to get a fair bit of grounding underneath your feet before you were ready. But there's a certain direction here now, coming together with somebody, especially somebody who is altruistic and giving and caring, and they're concerned about the same sort of social issues as you are. This is almost like the meeting of the minds. I'm going to continue this reading in with tarot. The links are below, guys. I hope you join me.